How do you do, folks? Welcome to my channel. The saga I'm going to read to you today is Remembrance of Old Mandalay. I went out to shop in the Sunnybank Hills in a market just off of the track. A purchase I made there still gives me the chills in the midst of Australia's outback. I found this old bar stool all tattered and tall with a ring where a man puts his feet, and when I sat down I could hear a voice call, saying words softly spoken but sweet. There is an old bottle that sits on the floor, and the label says Old Mandalay. It holds the one key that can slam shut the door on the spell that has sealed me away. Oh, long are the years, and so hard is the trail, and so lonely my life has become. The barstool and bottle can tell you the tale that can send me back where I came from. I sat there and listened, my head in a spin and a strange buzzing sound in my ear, yet all I could feel was a chill in my skin and paralysis brought on by fear. I paid for the bar stool and bottle at once, for I wanted to listen alone. It goes without saying I felt like a dunce who has tripped out and had his mind blown. With unsteady walk I went out to my car to put my strange objects away, when once more the voice, like it came from afar, said, "We must go to Old Mandalay." I worked like a slave, shedding blood, sweat, and tear, while the pence in my pocket did grow. The days fled in sequence to make it a year. I earned what it would cost me to go. The passage I booked on a small sailing ship required that I work as a deckhand, allowed me to save all my cash for the trip, an advantage we all understand. I won't make the effort to tell you of each of the times that a sore blistered hand clung to the handholds I found within reach of the crow's nest as I looked for land. At night, in the darkness that shielded my bunk from a shipmate's inquisitive eye, I spoke to the bottle I hid in my trunk, but my answer was always a sigh. While working for passage, I hoarded my pence till we landed on Burma one day. I hoped in my heart I could end my suspense as my road led to Old Mandalay. Each step that I took was a new source of pain. Each new passing face posed a danger. My evil old shipmates had found me again. A threat lived within every stranger. The blood from my footprints defined that long road, the hardships my lasting impression. The weight of my cargo defined my whole load, the bottle my lasting obsession. I lost 6 good teeth in defense of my goal, and a scar marks the loss of one eye. My only defense was a small oaken pole and commitment to do or to die. The miles and the years had depleted my strength, but the sweet voice I heard urged me on. I spoke to my bottle each night at great length, while my body would warm it till dawn. At last I limped in with a crook in my back, my gray hair hanging limp from my head. I found the bazaar at the end of the track. A bronze Buddha stood just where she said. A candle burned dimly behind those bronze eyes, changing fast with the flickering flame. They glowed with an odd sort of reddish surprise and a weird dispensation of blame. A voice with a note more profound than a drum came to me from a cavernous throat. It spoke with a menace that turned my tongue numb. Listen close, you must learn this by rote. A strange incantation that I soon forgot, but at that time was burned in my brain, delivered a message my tortured mind caught with no reason that I can explain. My hand on the bottle, my eyes tightly shut, and a cold, icy trail in my spine. The grip of a monster was felt in my gut, way down deep where the sun doesn't shine. The bottle exploded while tendrils of steam formed a nebulous cloud in the room. The form of a maiden, as strange as a dream, blossomed forth like a flower in bloom. Dreams hold not the beauty I saw in her face or the visions of passion and love. No fantasy speaks to the strength of her grace from her soles to all parts up above. There was no superlative adjective noun to assume such formidable task as write a description deemed fit for a crown or a footstool if she had but asked. My heart burst with pride as she stepped to my side and so gently took hold of my hand with actions of love like the truest young bride. She spoke words I did not understand. The first time I saw you those 5 years ago, when I pleaded that you take my quest, your face had no lines and sweet laughter did flow, and your smile eclipsed all of the rest. Back then when I met you, those 5 lonely years, when you first heard my voice in the dark, no cut scarred your face, and the sum of my fears is your battles extinguished our spark. I looked at the surface of beauty and grace, and I saw there was nothing within. My own bloody footprints had left not a trace in her heart or the smooth of her skin. The dreams that I carried, the battles I fought, like my youth, dissipate in the air. The fantasies built and the years spent for naught disappear like the words of a prayer. Some things are remembered and some things forgot as one wanders along one's life's way. My blood, sweat, and tears are the coins that once bought the remembrance of old Mandalay. I hope you enjoyed this poem. Come back to see me. Goodbye.